Hi everyone, it is I Deserve Couture, and I'm finally back home so I can make a YouTube video reviewing the Met Gala 2023. Now, I know that I'm late, but I'm here, I'm clear, and we're going to talk about these looks. I promise, and I have to deliver. And what we're going to do with this one, we're going to divide it in 2, possibly 3 parts, because there are so many looks, there were so many people, that it just makes sense to do it in more than 2 parts. I cannot have one video that is like 4 hours of just me talking, because that's going to take a long time to edit. So you would get this video in like 2026. So before we start any of this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because there's going to be more content coming from me when it comes to YouTube. I just need time, sister. I just need time. So let's quickly talk about the Met Gala overall. So Met Gala this year, oof, sis. Nah, it wasn't it in my opinion. Let's put it like this. Were there some good looks? Yes. Were there some bad looks? Oh, definitely. But overall, I don't think the Met Gala hit the spot for me. It was entertaining for a little bit, but like it didn't have that kind of like the aftermath of the event. There was not the it moment that everybody was talking about. Yes, you had the damn cat with Jared Leto. And don't get me started on this one. I'm trying to keep it cool. This is just the intro. It didn't have that aftermath of the event. If I put it in gay lingo, was there anything iconic? No. I'm going to blame the theme for that. The theme was just not good. I don't think it gave a lot of room for creativity. Like when I think of the Met Gala, it was literally brought down to 3 things. Black and white, camellia, and tweed. I should not say anything. I'm wearing black and white. But this is Missoni, which was kind of disappointing because Karl's heritage has been brought to 3 things. Were there some beautiful black and white camellia looks? Yes. But I think that my expectations were really high when it comes to this, just because I did not think that the designers are going to go for the obvious. But it is what it is. I had my hopes up that somebody's going to show up in sweatpants, because that would tell me that you know what you're talking about. But I don't think that Anna would approve that. With all that being said, the theme was very limiting. There are some brands that delivered on the looks, some brands that need to figure out what Met Gala is, and then there's a couple of brands that like, I don't even know why they did anything when it comes to Met Gala, because they didn't honor the theme. They were just there to be seen, and that's it. So without further ado, let's talk about these looks. First of all, I have to touch up on this. I talked about it on social media, but I am still shooketh. And Anna Wintour, I'm gonna start with you. If you ever wanted to see me throw a bitch fit, just continue watching this segment of this video, please. You know what? Let's look at the facts first. Fact number 1. Anna and Karl were great friends. Fact number 2, Anna loved his work at Chanel, and often she would wear Chanel to all the significant events. For example, Met Galas, the state dinners, or even when she became a dame. Like, that says something. Fact number 3, the theme is Karl, your friend. You were part of choosing this theme. So with all that being said, of course she comes in Chanel, but she does not come in Karl Chanel, she comes in Virginie Viard Chanel. This does not make sense. So you will honor your friend who is the theme by not wearing his design? Make it make sense, sis. She could have literally went to her closet, closed her eyes, picked anything. It definitely would be Chanel, and it would definitely be better than this. And now, you know what? Let me play the devil's advocate and say that like she did not want to outshine the guests and the celebrities with her look. Fair. Still not a good excuse. Just because it feels like she's been practicing for this theme all her life, and then when it comes about, zero, zilch, nothing. Nada. Look at me being Spanish. It is really not a bad thing to be in a spotlight of the event that your friend is being honored. I mean, is this an ugly look? I don't think that it's an ugly look. It is just the fact that like, it's not his couture, it is her couture. You know, this is your friend. This is somebody that you spend time with. This is somebody that you love. This is somebody that you respect. But no, we're not gonna do you for your theme that we're honoring you. We're going to do Virginie. I like the flow of the dress. I like the colors and everything. It is very regal. I get that. Yay, 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 yay. Not for this event though. But I did learn my lesson. When it comes to fashion, do not get your hopes up. She might be the most important person in the fashion industry. She cannot deliver a look on a theme that she picked and she loves. I don't get that. Okay, let me explain it like this so everybody can understand. This is like me going to the Met Gala, the theme is gay, and I do not do anything gay. That is the best comparison. But one of the biggest disappointments of the night was Anna Wintour's Chanel look. But now let's talk about somebody who did not disappoint, and I don't expect her ever to disappoint. And we're talking about Dula Peep in Chanel Couture Fall 1992. And I will call her Dula Peep just because it's closer to my heart. I love that woman. She is the Dula Peep. She is the icon. She's the messiah. She is the Dula Peep. I'm I'm gonna keep it simple. Yes, she was one of the first people to show up at the carpet. She was one of the chairmen, and I will never forgive her because it gave me so much hope that this Met Gala is going to be great. I was like, oh my god, great look from the get-go. We're going to get so many good looks this year, yay! And then as the night went further, I was like, oh my god, you were so hopeful. It was such a beautiful moment. Sorry. Boy, was I wrong. So she's wearing a dress that Claudia Schiffer wore in 1992. The dress did not lose any relevance. It still looks like a beautiful memory from Chanel Couture. And honestly, she's giving life. In my head, I swear to God, I am sure that somebody from Chanel team was like, oh my god, we should put an opera glove. And Lorenzo, her stylist, was like giving them like a bombastic side eye, and I was like, no. I don't know if that happened. In my head, it did. The only difference between Dula Peep's look and Claudia Schiffer's is the hat, which Dula does not have, but that's fine. She does not need it. The dress is doing all the talking. So besides the fact that she's wearing Chanel, look at that necklace. So she's the first person to wear this Tiffany's legendary diamond, a diamond that has over 100 carats, and it pays the homage to the iconic Tiffany's yellow diamond. But important question, who gives these diamonds these names? Like Tiffany diamond, legendary diamond? If the next diamond is called iconic diamond, I want royalties because I came up with that first. Besides the diamond, which is very nice, send it to me, love it. But where was Claudia Schiffer at this Met Gala? They had a lot of celebrities there, and they had a lot of Karl's muses. Claudia Schiffer was not one of them, which reminds me of the May issue of Vogue. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll break it down super fast. Vogue came out with this issue honoring Karl Lagerfeld, and it was kind of controversial because they're talking about the muses of Karl Lagerfeld. Meanwhile, they do not have the most obvious girls out there. The cover included Naomi, Amber, Shalom, Kendall, Adut, but two extremely important muses were missing. And we're talking about Claudia Schiffer and Cara Delevingne. Claudia Schiffer, who literally symbolized Chanel back in the 90s, she was a huge Karl's muse, and I think that Karl's shows were the first shows that she ever walked in. She closed the Chanel shows numerous times. A second muse being Cara, she was Karl's obsession, and I spoke about it in my previous video. People said that the reason why Cara was not on the cover is because she was on the cover of April issue, and they're like, oh my god, she would be on 2 covers in 2 months, but trust me, nobody would throw a fit. She should definitely be on that cover, including Claudia Schiffer and a couple of other girls, if I have to be honest. Ines, Vittoria, Carla Bruni, you had a lot of people that were not there, and there was a lot of space on that cover. There was a heater, you could definitely put a girl there. I swear to God, I should just make my own cover and call it a day. But you know what, let's go back to the Met. Well, look who decided to show up. Hi, Kim. I told you she's gonna be there. I was shocked to see her wear Schiaparelli though. This is not the first time that she's wearing it. I think all of us remember the Hulk plate that she wore. I think it was for Christmas or something. So this was a surprise for me. But let's talk about the look. It hurts me mentally, physically, and emotionally to say these words. This was not one of my favorite Schiaparelli looks, to be honest. And you know how much I love that brand, so you understand why it is so difficult to say something like that. I think that this look would look so much better on somebody else who is not Kim. Reason being is the fact that this look relies on a silhouette a lot. And if there's one thing that we've seen in our life a lot, is Kim's silhouette. Like, it's nothing new. All of us know that she's gonna come there and emphasize her hourglass figure. Good for you, yay. But it's not interesting at this point. The effort of this dress is there. From what I read, it has 16,000 crystals and more than 50,000 freshwater pearls on this dress. So I understand the effort being put in this look. What made me not like this look so much is the bodice. First thing that I see when I look at this look is the bodice. And I completely ignore the pearls, which are the focal point of the look. But if the pearls covered the bodice also, I would be happier with this look. But without the pearls, it literally looks like they ran out of pearls. Again, the pearls look gorgeous, but it's giving me 2-piece. Also, if you're going to go with all pearls look, I don't need to see this choker here. It takes away from the pearls. I'm wondering why it's there. It looks like an afterthought, but I don't think that this look delivered in the same way that Kim thought it's going to deliver. And since I need something to calm me down now, I'm definitely going to go ahead and talk about Anne Hathaway. Now this is how you steal the show. This is Anne Hathaway in Atelier Versace, and if I wasn't lazy, I would give them a standing ovation right now, but since I'm super lazy today, let's just pretend that I'm standing up. Yay! What a smart way to go about the theme. This is what I want to see when it comes to the Met Gala. When I see this dress, I know exactly who it is by, and I know the theme where they're going to. It took two things from both brands and meshed it and looks perfect. It's taking the 90s ultra sexy Versace style of the dress that we've seen on Elizabeth Hurley, we've seen it down the runway, and simply it is covered in tweed. I think that people don't understand. We did not need anybody to reinvent the wheel, just decorate it nicely. On the bust, you can see the camellia flowers. They're not the focus of the dress. The silhouette is the focus of the dress, which is a Versace silhouette. The details is what gets me. The safety pins, for example, the classic Versace signature. They're customized with pearls and Medusa emblems. The look took over 450 hours to make and 15 meters of fabric, and also has a motorcycle jacket. And personally, I would love to see how it looks with the jacket, but without the jacket, it looks flawless already. So the jacket can only improve what I see. And did become the Versace ambassador not so long ago, and I think this is one of the first bigger things that she's doing with the brand. But even the hair, the dress, her body looks flawless. I mean, she carries this look with so much grace, and I can see the vision. She is the Versace girl. She is the girl that everybody wants to be. So in my opinion, one of the top 5 looks of the Met Gala. Now the time has come for us to talk about the moment that everybody's talking about, and you can see the enthusiasm on my face has disappeared because we're going to talk about the Jared Leto's look. And this man came in a legit cat costume. Yeah. Long story short, he wanted to honor Karl's cat Choupette. And my final judgment for this look is actually 3 letters. First one being W, second one being T, third one being F. When you combine those 3 letters, voila. I can't explain my reaction when I saw this look first. It was probably something close to, huh? Yes, this is a gimmick, but it's such an obvious gimmick. And somebody who's a fan of gimmicks, I cannot like this. Does the costume look realistic? 100% yes. But for me, this costume does not do anything. And then he had a second outfit. And if Jared is watching this, here's a little advice. Dear Jared Leto, hi. I'm Hanan from I Deserve Couture. Make sure you watch RuPaul's Drag Race when you want to talk about a reveal. I'll tell you why. The best reveals are the effortless ones. If you need 5 minutes for one reveal, that's not a good reveal. That's why I suggest watching some Drag Race, because those queens transfer the whole look in 3.2 seconds. They don't need 2 or 3 people to help them out. They do one move and they're a completely different person. Talk to some queens, figure it out. Also, if you're going to do a reveal, make sure that the second look is better than the previous one. The second look just left me unimpressed. It was kind of Darth Vader meets Karl Lagerfeld meets the cat. All black look was just okay, nothing to write home about. I personally don't see how this was on theme, maybe because the color was black, I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people thought that this whole concept with the cat and the reveal was very entertaining. I'll give them that. Me personally, I'm still not a huge fan of it this moment, but Anna allowing all these cats, crazy. I thought she's a dog person. The most talked about person when it comes to the Met Gala, and the woman that made us care about the Met Gala a lot more than we ever thought we would, is definitely the queen of the Met Gala, Miss Rihanna. This year she came out and she does what she does best. She closed the Met Gala. Now, people are divided on this look. People like it or people don't like it. Me personally, I'm loving this look. So she's wearing Valentino Couture. It is a silk dress with 5-meter train. Americans being, what is 5 meters? Well, dear Americans, I'm gonna save you some time. This is 5 meters. The cape has 30 camellias on it, 500 petals, and 25 leaves. It was created by 30 seamstresses in total. According to Rihanna, in an interview, she said that every flower took 30 hours to make. And what she wanted to do with this look is pay homage to the Chanel bride, which she says was always the most anticipated moment of every Chanel show. And that's true. In my opinion, she delivered in every possible way. She first came with the cape on, and you can just see her face and the Valentino glasses with the eyelashes on it, and then she took it off to reveal the dress. Rihanna is expecting another baby, so they had to work around that also. But the white fingerless gloves were a clear homage to Karl Lagerfeld himself, and I think that she has camellias on her nails. So you know what, girl? Details. Overall, I think that Rihanna pulled it off beautifully. It's a soft and a simple look, but you know what? She's glowing. She looks so beautiful. She's pregnant again, and I love that for her. Her title of the Queen of the Met Gala is still intact. Another day, another cat at the Met Gala. Yes, girls, this is Lil Nas X as a cat. Now let me say this. I am a Lil Nas X stan. I think he's beautiful. I think he's talented. I love his energy. And is he my crush? Yes. In my books, he cannot go wrong. This look is something that I cannot defend, babes. You know what? Give credit where credit is due. The man dedicated himself to this look He went above and beyond, and I have to applaud that. But still, I cannot give a pass. It's giving demon version of Choupette. Is this like 4 a.m. pissed off Choupette that did not eat and did not sleep for the last 4 days? Maybe I'm just not seeing the vision. Maybe it's me. I don't think that it's me. I think that's just a bad look. If you agree with me, hit subscribe. Lil Nas has fun with fashion, and I love that for him. But if you're going to go above and beyond all the way here, make sure you do the same thing when it comes to legs. What's taking me out of the fantasy is the fact that the leggings are not going all the way down. So there's parts of his skin that are being revealed. And that's where I lose the fantasy. Because I'm like, what's that? Okay, I see. He's really not a cat. He did have a white fur coat, and I like that. Again, I love the hell out of him, but I have to be real. This is definitely not one of his best looks, but you know what? Next Met Gala, babe. Next Met Gala, babe. So I'm gonna tell you what happened behind the scenes. So God saw the direction where Met Gala is going. So God, being the amazing person she is, decided to help us and give us something to gag over. Cue Anok Yai in Prabalguru. And the world takes a collective sigh of relief and just admires this beautiful dress. She's wearing this gold and silver dress that has hand-embroidered sequins, which are also a fringe. You can see them hanging down. It looks so beautiful. It also includes the tulle mermaid skirt. And honestly, I don't even care about the skirt. The shape of this dress is just beyond. I did not read anywhere where this inspiration for this look came from, but social media says that this look could be a reference to Chanel Couture 1993 collection and the shape of this look, which was worn by Cindy, as you can see. I do love the shape. It's giving me Cindy, it's giving me Chanel. I see if this is the right reference. But I'm shocked that not a lot of people have been talking about this look when it's definitely one of the best of the night. I love that there's not a lot of accessories. She only has the earrings and then this kind of like a mask over her eyes. Great job, Prabal. Great job, Anok. I love this look. And now we're going to talk about Jennie. And I'm going to exclude everybody from this chat, and I'm going to talk to the Chanel team personally. Let me ask you something. Does Jennie look great? Yes, she does. As your strongest brand ambassador, and that is no doubt, I don't think that there is no Chanel ambassador right now that is stronger than Jennie, hands down. People tuned in to watch Met Gala just because of her, and I do not blame them. I base everything that I know about Jennie from my friend Patrick, who is the biggest fan ever. So I know people tuned in because of her. With all that being said, you have a girl that can make or break a brand. I think that y'all let her down. Even with this look, and this was just a cute look, she was one of the most talked about people on the Met Gala. In my opinion, I think this is too simple for her. This is a girl that can pull off Chanel because she is one of the girls that truly loves Chanel. Now imagine if you gave her something better. I think that she should have had her Rihanna moment at the Met Gala with the long train, which I know that the Chanel team can do. You have a lot of beautiful pieces that could make this moment her Rihanna moment. It is her first Met Gala, and I want her to have the best time of her life because it's Jennie. It makes sense. She's a beautiful girl. If you put a trash bag on her, she can still wear it. But I think that this dress is too simple for her, and I think that you missed the opportunity because she could have been the vocal point of this whole Met Gala. With all that being said, am I going to remember this look? Yes, because it's Jennie and I follow what she wears, but this is not the look that I'm going to be like, oh my god, Jennie was in this beautiful Chanel dress. And now let's talk about Gigi Hadid. And for this Met Gala, she decided to wear a custom Givenchy couture look by Matthew Williams. And do not get me started on Givenchy couture because I'm still holding a grudge because Givenchy does not have a couture line anymore since Matthew Williams came along. With all that being said, Matthew Williams in Givenchy is somebody that I look forward to when it comes to the Met Gala. His previous dresses were on point. We're talking about Kendall and we're talking about Rosalia last year. So I had pretty high expectations when it comes to his dresses. So that track record has been broken because I'm really not a fan of this dress. It is this asymmetrical draped tulle dress, which is embellished with like small little feathers in a lace pattern. And I don't think that this dress does anything for Gigi. When I saw it first, I don't know where to look. Am I looking at the shoulder, the bodice, the train, the silver embellishments on the bodice, the feather lace pattern? I don't know what I'm looking at. If I have to write a PhD explaining this dress, that is too much. Her hair and makeup is on point, her jewelry is from Lagos, and to be honest, that's the only thing that I can appreciate about this look. We have to talk about another cat that came to the red carpet, and this is Doja Cat in her Choupette inspired look. And y'all probably gonna hate me now, this is how you reference a cat. And I'm going to explain why I like this look, and I'm not a huge fan of Jared Leto's look. First of all, she came in custom white and silver beaded gown with a white feather train by Oscar de la Renta. And the reason why I like this look a lot more than Jared Leto's is because it is more fashion forward. This look is first fashion and then it's cat. Jared's look is not fashion at all, it's just a cat. I mean, the colors of this look are just so on point, but prosthetics, sis. This is what going above and beyond means. I never hide my love when it comes to Doja Cat and her fashion because she's one of the girls that is definitely going to go above and beyond, and she owns the red carpet so many times it is tiring to see, but I still cannot stop. The way that this dress hugs her body, the way that she carries it, she embodies this character so well. I have to be honest, someone told me before the Met Gala started that she's going to come as a cat, and me personally, I was a little bit skeptical, but I'm like, you know what, if anybody can pull it off, it's Doja Cat. In my books, one of the best looks of the night. Now let's talk about Margot Robbie. Dear Lord, Margot Robbie. Fun fact, she was the last Chanel ambassador that Karl picked. Okay, let me start on a positive note. The look did not fail as much as I thought it would. Is that positive? Yeah, it's fine. Like, we all know that she's gonna wear Chanel, and at this point, I'm always ready for the Chanel contract curse. Now, what is a Chanel contract curse? Look at Margot Robbie's Chanel red carpet looks, and look at Kristen Stewart's Chanel red carpet looks, and then you're going to understand what the Chanel contract curse is. So the Met Gala is the biggest fashion moment of the year, and this look was just okay. Honestly, I thought that they're going to put her in something 3 times worse. Would this be my choice? Definitely not, but we have been dealt these cards and we have to play. So Margot is wearing Chanel's Spring 1993 Couture collection look, and the problem is never Margot. Don't get me wrong, she's a beautiful girl. The problem is always the dress. She is a stunning woman. Can she pull off looks? Yes, we've seen that few times now, not with Chanel though. But she's wearing this black dress with the transparent middle section. I think that this middle section is supposed to reference a corset, and instead of the boning of the corset, you have the Chanel chains. Now, there's definitely better Karl looks than this. For me, this dress kind of looks cheap, but that is only because it has this kind of like transparent look on the dress, which I'm really not a huge fan of. But what I think they wanted to do, they wanted to show Karl being very inventive when it comes to fashion. And I think that's the reason why they put her in this. 1993, this was inventive, and I completely understand it. I completely respect that. But for me, this dress looks dated and cheap now. It doesn't feel modern, even though I see some of his dresses from the 80s and I can still think of them as modern. Hair and makeup, always on point. This girl is stunning. I just want her to have that like one moment where all of us are gagging, but I think I have to make peace with the fact that that's not going to happen all until she's with Chanel. Jordan Roth. Now, this is what I came for. I just bought the tickets, I got popcorn and a large Coke. I sat down, turned off my phone, and I'm ready for Jordan Roth to give me everything that I need in this movie. If you don't know who Jordan Roth is, he is the theater producer and the owner of 5 Broadway theaters. But above all of that, he is a true fashionista, and I cannot get enough of his style and his looks. Obviously, Jordan understands the assignment of this night. And of course, he goes to Schiaparelli and sits down with Daniel and is like, girl, I need to turn out a look. And Daniel's like, say no more. I know that it didn't happen that way. In my head, I think that that's what they said. This look just makes sense. Jordan decided to reference Karl Lagerfeld's fan that back in the day he would always have. You would always see Karl Lagerfeld with the fan. Listen to how crazy this look is. It has 479,800 black glass beads, and it's paired with a corset fan top embroidered with Karl's original sketches. Sketches like bow tie, choupette, sunglasses, camellia. Here's the sketch from Schiaparelli, and you can see all the details that are on the top fan. This look took 6 months to make, and honestly, hands down, one of the best looks of the night. Now, Speedround. Pete Davidson, and he seems like he came to investigate the case called Who is in That Damn Cat Costume? A$AP Rocky came and delivered a great reference when it comes to Karl. He referenced this look in specific, and I have to applaud a straight man when he gets his fashion right. Yara came in a custom Jean-Paul Gaultier dress, and I think that she got her events confused because this is not a Little Mermaid premiere. Conan Gray came dressed in Balmain, and if you wonder where all the pearls of the world went, they're on his look. Rami Malek came dressed in Prada. And since I know you, I know what you're thinking. Yes, this man looks like a waiter. And also, I'm going to have a vodka cranberry. Please, thank you very much. Sora, she won the Met Gala just because she had that Vogue Tom Brown look that honored Karl Lagerfeld. Am I jealous? Yeah, I wish that it was me. Quan came dressed in Dior men. And I love this man so much, but I cannot approve of him cosplaying as Karl Lagerfeld. All the time traveling that happened in the movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once, did not pay off because he could have picked a better look to reference when it comes to Karl Lagerfeld. Happy to see Olivia Rodrigo actually have a really good red carpet look. Yes, it is sad that this makes me happy, but I cannot help it. Barry came dressed in Burberry, and I'm astonished how Burberry did not get a single look right for the Met Gala. For that, you need a special talent. Now, with all that being said, this is a part 1 of the Met Gala review. I'm currently working on the second one, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to see you at the part 2. Stay amazing.